The words affordable housing mean different things to different people. My next guest is so committed to the concept, he looks forward to a time where no one has a mortgage. Now that's affordable. That is a big call, but Craig Riddle, you do believe it's possible, don't you?
Absolutely. The cost of housing at the moment is outrageous. I think if we think about houses in a different way, there are definitely lots of answers to reduce the cost, and perhaps even with no mortgage. I think in the future our grandchildren may sit around and absolutely laugh at our generation for borrowing money that really ruined our lives. It takes 30 years to pay back, and we often pay up to 3-4 times the value. So they're definitely answers.
When you put it that way, yes, I think we're a bit crazy. Now, you're not just interested in cheap housing though, are you? You're focused on sustainability, that's important. So tell us, how have you achieved this in the first project we're about to see from Kurri Kurri?
Absolutely. I really believe we've got to be sympathetic to the environment while we build our houses, as well as lowering the cost. At our current Kurri project, we looked at utilising a factory-based system and trying to minimise the amount of labour, materials, and that's certainly what took the most time. We actually reduced the amount of materials that go in it, so to take away things is truly hard. Anyone can build a big house. That's a no-brainer.
All right, now it's time to reveal those real trade secrets, Craig. How did you approach the problem of making a house carbon neutral?
Well, looking at trying to reduce all our energy and effort, we soon realised that we were lowering the carbon footprint by doing that. Our factory-based system, we worked on a panelised system that really streamlined the process. To give you an example, we've just recently sent a home out from the factory to lock-up stage. We utilised the delivery on one truck to site. It took 2 of our guys 4 working days to erect and assemble a 140 square metre 3-bedroom home, a walk-in robe and ensuite, fairly traditional. On the 5th working day, we were fitting out and getting a council inspection ready to go on. So there's a lot of efficiencies there.
There's a lot of efficiencies,
yes.
But I'm wondering how is that affordable? You know, what's the cost of a house like that? Okay,
that particular home at 140 square metres, or the old 15 square, cost totally complete $140,000.
$140,000.
Yes.
Well, what if you want to ship it somewhere else? You know, what are the costs like if you want to transport it, you know, all over the place?
Well, certainly because we utilise the flat pack system and it's only to lock up, it's certainly flat packed, easily transported on any tabletop truck in one delivery.
So what do you focus on when you're building sustainability?
We focus on the embodied energies and the materials that go into it and how we lower them. It was quite some time ago that we learned to build a residential house in Australia. The federal government says that it produces about half a tonne of greenhouse gases per square metre. We looked at our system, had the calculations done, and realised that we're only emitting 0.14 of a tonne, and that's a reduction of 70% per square metre.
Now let's have a look at the materials in the homes, Craig. How do you choose the materials?
We certainly have a good look at the materials for where they come from, basically their embodied energy, their natural makeup, and how they can, at the end of their life cycle, come back to the environment.
Okay, let's look at your other trade secret, because you've talked about your flat pack system. What else do you do really differently?
Look, certainly the time, but it's all about sustainability for us.
I can see that the process is sustainable. How affordable is the whole thing? How much? We've talked about the house from start to finish, yes. But what are some of the other things that we need to know if we want to build one of these homes?
Look, lightweight is the key. It lessens the footprint on the earth, and certainly for our panel system, sheet product, in particular fibre cement, is extremely low in embodied energy. That and plantation pine are the keys to what we do.
Now, before we let you go, tell us your philosophy about sustainability, and then we'll get ready for our panel session that's coming up shortly.
Absolutely. The key to sustainability is the fact that you can't buy it. You can't spend money to create sustainability. It should really be about what we expect our houses and how we use them. It's all about us.
Thanks, Craig. We'll see you again on the expert panel, and that's coming up shortly.